Hari Hari Om Tats Jai Guru. Madhya Hridaya Kashe Sadanandamayo Guru Udetu Satatam Samyak Swatmananda Prabodhaka Advaita Bodhabja Sahasra Rashmi Shanter Lataya Kila Kalpa Vriksha Samsara Santapa Vinasha Chandraha Krishna Sada Ahladakaro Mamastu. Hari 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 Om Tats. We shall have the 3 times chorus recitation of Omkara. Interlock your fingers and put them on your lap. Sit comfortably erect, close your eyes. Open the mouth and heart and join me. Meanwhile, our intention is that this chorus recitation should spread the entire world and should shower its benedictory influences, vibrations on all creatures upon the earth. Make sure that this takes place. This calls for an expansion of your mind and thought process. That is my main focus. Now we are proceeding. Hari Hari. Now the invocation, joint invocation. Divibhumau tatha kashe
Divibhumau tatha kashe
Bahirantascha me vibhuhu
Bahirantascha me vibhuhu
Yo vibhatyavabhasatma
Yo vibhatyavabhasatma
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha
Tasmai sarvatmane namaha.
And who are all of us? Before Yogavasishtha Ramayana, we are seekers. We want to get rid of the shackles imposed by the mind and the intelligence on us. And we want to know how it can be done, and we want to accomplish it. So our bondage, we recognize. The need for liberation, we equally recognize. And we want to clinch the issue. Aham baddho vimuktasyam
Aham baddho vimuktasyam
Iti yasyasti nishchayaha
Iti yasyasti nishchayaha
Natyantamajño nodajñaha
Natyantamajño notajñaha
Sosmin shastre dhikaravan
Sosmin shastre dhikaravan.
Yesterday I told you about how Choodala is fulfilling her mission, and also finally she is going to test Sikhidhwaja before she comes up with her final decision. What is the final decision? To go as a royal couple back again to Malava, their kingdom. So her present name is Madanika. Madanika and Sikhidhwaja got married ceremonially. And they begin to live like a couple. In between, Chodala would disappear from the scene, go to the kingdom to look after the administrative affairs of the country. Very good palace officials were there. They were quite efficient. Still, she had to be as the king there, as the queen. After some months passed like this, Chodala decided to test whether Sikhidhwaja is given to sensory pleasures or not. Sensory pleasures or not. Surupa bhoga bharena parikshekam Sikhidhvajam ma kadachana chetosya bhogeshu radimeshyadi. She wanted to make sure that Sikhidhwaja would not be tempted by anything in this world. He is already illumined. Self-realization is in ample measure in him. It has graced him. But as a corollary, he should also have the quality of not being interested in any kind of external sensory pleasures. So she conjures up the forms of Indra and his retinue. All of them appeared on the scene and they invited fondly Sikhidhwaja to accompany them and enjoy the celestial pleasures. Sikhidhwaja declines all of them with the statement, Sarvatraiva hi tushyami, Sarvatraiva rame prabho, avanchanatvat manasaha, Sarvatra anandavanaham. I think these slokas should be read more times. Then only you will get the spirit and the inspiration from it. Sarvatraiva hi tushyami. You are inviting me to come to heaven. I am already in heaven. Everywhere I am equally pleasant, cheerful. I am exulting in every sight and sound. So I don't have to have any displacement or alternate for me. Sarvatraiva rame prabho. Every place is inviting me for enjoyment. There is nothing I expect anywhere which is not available to me here and now. Avanchanatvad manasaha. By virtue of the fact that the mind has no desire at all, sarvatra anandavanaham. I am rejoicing everywhere. There is no place better or superior to me than where I am. Chodala very clearly sees that he has no bhogecha, no desire for sensory enjoyment. Now she wants to test him whether he will be swayed by ragadveshas. He should not get irritated by anything. That stability and poise should be there. So with yogic skills, she produces a paramour, a beloved person for her. And she is engaged with him. Sikhidhwaja comes and he sees both of them in very good communion with each other. Very nice. Sikhidhwaja showed no kind of an emotional display or turbulence in him. Tishthatanga yatha kamam sukham khingau yatha stidam vighramma akaravam bhidau ityuktva nirjagamasaha. As soon as he saw it, what he said was, very good, very rare is such a moment and an occasion. So carry on. I will not stand here. You must do whatever you want in a very free and unhindered manner. Don't fear. Be free. This is what he said. When he left, Madanika was always prepared. Madanika follows him. And she finds that Sikhidhwaja is completely absorbed in himself. He is sitting in a place absorbed. She apologizes and admits her infidelity. She apologizes to him and says that, I am very sorry for the infidelity that I have displayed. His response was, such pleasure, my dear, is very rare in this world. Do not worry. I am happy that you had some enjoyable moments with whomever you like. But Manyuhu mamana baleyantaha vidyade kaivadrumaha kevalam sadhunindyatvad nechami tvam aham vadhu. Understand that I never had, nor will I have, hatred or displeasure in my mind. It is just like the sky will not have a tree inside the empty space. In the same manner, you will not find any kind of a displeasure, hatred or resentment in me. It is impossible. But, I will not accept you anymore as my consort because of my respect for public opinion and the good and the noble people. O girl, just as no tree grows in the sky, there will be no anger in my mind at any time. But I still have to have regard for the society, what they will say. Therefore, I don't want to be denounced by the noble gentry of the world. I will not wish to have you as a partner anymore. Suhrutvena vananteshu purvavats sukhamangane vidaragataya nityam samameva ramavahe. See to which extent he goes. I would like you to understand it very well. For Choodala, the truth is all absolutely known and realized. But to Sikhidhwaja, nothing is known. The difference between the two you should understand. For Choodala, it is a willful enactment from her side. For Sikhidhwaja, it is not so at all. We can wander in the forest as we were doing before as friends. As friends. Let us not stop it. But you will not be anymore my consort, that's all. Then Choodala feels he is indeed a Jivan Mukta. This kind of a last test. Now I would like you to think, what is the moral of this story? Is there anything immoral, vulgar or unethical in the whole story or what is narrated? Absolutely not. Here Choodala remains the same. She has not changed her personality at all. And Sikhidhwaja also is the same. The entire interaction is between a husband and a wife, a king and a queen. The queen knows it, but the king does not know. It is just like a drama enacted by a person without the knowledge of the other. This is what has happened. So what is there immoral? She got married to her own husband. She conjured up a paramour. That was a fictitious figure. And she was found to be in his company. And Sikhidhwaja responds to it in a very beautiful manner. He said, I will not accept you as my Vadhu. At the same time, we can be as before, as friends, we can move in the whole forest. Just see the equanimity, the equipoise Sikhidhwaja was able to imbibe and display. What more do you want? Everything is a witchcraft of the mind. Equally an excellence and exuberance of the mind. You all complain the mind. Stop complaining. Your mind has got all the depth, all the magnitude, all the magnificence, all the superlative skills with a view to become quiet, peaceful, poised, absorbed in its own essence. The self is no other than mind's own essence. There is no second figure at all, second entity at all within the body. There is only one presence which animates and activates our body. Only one presence. And in the process of animating and activating, it produces a number of items. None of them last for more than a second. A thought does not last, an emotion does not last. Everything vanishes. So it's a vanishing phenomena It is a vanishing phenomenon that you have within the body all time. Why don't you understand and remain unaffected? Suppose you see a blazing fire, do you become hot and do you get burnt? I see different colors. No color colors the eye. Eye only distinguishes the colors. But in the process, the eye does not become any color. Similarly, the mind thinks and raises a number of emotions, but it never becomes any one thought or any one emotion. It is very clear, it does not require spiritual wisdom for it. How many thoughts, millions and quadrillions of thoughts have come and gone? Has the mind changed? Is it not the same mind? What Sikhidhwaja showed himself to be, that is what Choodala also wanted. This was what Choodala wanted from him. To let go the marital relationship, yet preserve friendship. This is what she wanted. Aho bata param samyam Bhagavan ayamagataha vidaragadaya krodho jivan mukto avadhishtade. This Choodala pronounces that her wonderful husband, by virtue of her protracted but persistent spiritual interaction with him, has become the Lord, has become a Jivan Mukta. Aho bata param samyam. He has attained the supreme level of equalness, evenness. Bhagavan ayamagataha. He is posing as a Lord of the universe now. Vidaragadaya krodho jivan mukto avadhishtade. He has transcended desire. He has transcended hatred also. He is a Jivan Mukta. He has attained to supreme equalness, having transcended desire and infatuation. He is free from even the least trace of anger. He is living as one liberated. Nainam harandite bhoga na mahatyo visiddhaya na sukhani na dukkhani na apado na cha sampada. I think all of you should like recitation of these verses. You recite these verses, you will find your mind becomes like that. Becomes. You understand something, you hear or read something to understand. You understand something to actualize it. To actualize it, to become that forever. You hear about the self to understand what is the self. You understand the self to become the self. And you become the self and be like that forever. This is the progress. So he is not swayed by all those enjoyments and even the greatest mystic powers, neither delights nor miseries nor dangers and fortunes affect this person. Now I shall reveal to him the truth about Kumbha. She went there as a Kumbha. The king then sees his wife Choodala in place of Madanika. So the Madanika disappeared and Choodala appeared. He becomes wonderstruck. Asks her, who are you? You resemble my wife. Poor man doesn't know that it was Choodala yet. So you are resembling my wife. Choodala, indeed, I am your wife. I construed Kumbha only in my mission to enlighten you. You can meditate, sit, and find out whether what I am saying is true or not. Sikhidhwaja did so. He understood what all happened. The entire mystery of the whole development in its true color he was able to understand. He embraces her with tearful eyes and choked voice. Their emotions cannot be described even by Vasugi, says sage Vasishtha. Can you imagine the reunion that Sikhidhwaja was having? Imagine the time when he left the palace while his wife was sleeping there. Without telling her, he left. And nobody knew where he went. He also felt that nobody has known it. But because of her yogic power, she followed and found out where he was living, what is the cottage like, etc., etc. And from then on, her mission was not to disown the relationship, get dejected or despondent. On the other hand, persist and prevail, persevere, to enlighten him somehow. If my mind and intelligence can be pure and can be enlightened, why not Sikhidhwajas? This is the way I feel whenever I talk to people. I always feel that every one of you can be illumined. You can be purified. You can be sublimated, reformed and refined. Why not? What all have you endured, my dear, to bring me to the truth? How much of endurance you have undertaken in order to enlighten me? Uttarido yaya buddhya sahi kenopamiyade arundhati shaji gauri gayatri shri saraswati. Bah! I don't think any one of you has praised your wife in this manner. None of you. You don't know these words, then how can you praise them? Uttarido yaya buddhya sahi kenopamiyade. The manner in which, with your intelligence, you have enlightened, illumined my intelligence. This cannot be compared with anything at all. No illustration at all the world or the super world has. Arundhati. These are all great names, great women in our tradition, in our legacy. Arundhati, Shaji, Gauri, the consort of Shiva, Gayatri, Shri, Saraswati, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, their wives and the others. Wisdom with which you lifted me is unparalleled, unparalleled. It is like that of Arundhati, Shaji, Gauri, Gayatri, Mahalakshmi and Saraswati. What more is required? See? Samasta pelavayante tava tanvya gunashriya dhihi shrihi kantihi kshama maitri karunadyastu sundari. Oh beautiful woman, how shall I repay you for whatever you have done? I have no power or means or knowledge to do anything in the way back to compensate for whatever you have done. Samasta pelavayande tava tanvya gunashriya. All the qualities and excellences, virtues that we know of, all of them become a trifle before the qualitative woman that you are standing before me. And he refers to Dhihi buddhi, Shrihi glory, Kantihi brilliance, Kshama patience, Maitri friendship, Karuna compassion. All these are the qualities, excellent qualities of the humans. All of them have become thinned down, dried up in the presence of the qualities that you have exhibited. Shastrartha guru mantradi tathanottarana kshamam yathaitaha snehashalinyo bhartrinam kulayoshitaha. I think we should exhibit this recognition everywhere. Shastrartha guru mantradi tatha nottarana kshamam. Either the scriptures, the secret meaning of the scriptures, or even a guru, or even other mantras, none of them will be able to elevate, lift up and liberate a person. Yatha etaha snehashalinyo bhartrinam kulayoshitaha. The dutiful and traditional wives of men, gunashalinya, the qualitative wives, in what manner they can help elevate the husband, help the husband, protect the husband, look after the husband, enlighten him. None else in this world can. Tvaya yatha vararohe swarthaha sampadyate shubhaha tamidanim tatha sarvaha sadhayandu kulanganaha. Let the most excellent women in the world be able to do as you have attained in your own auspicious age. As you have won Your objective, let all of them be blessed to achieve their own great objectives. Let their good wishes and objectives be meaningful and fulfilled. Chodala then asks him, how do you feel now? Kim tvamadhyanga sampannaha, kim nishtosi, kim ihase, katham pashyasi, paschatyam deha cheshta akramam vibho. How do you feel now? What is the type of enrichment that you have, if at all? What about the hard austerities that you have undergone? And the manner in which you have got enlightened now, and you remain enlightened. Compare the two and let me know what you feel. Nirihosmi, niramshosmi, nabhasvachosmi, nisprihaha, shantoham, artharubosmi, chirayahamaham sthidah, tam desham, upayatosmi, yadaschittaigavartmani. Generally, I would take time to explain all these words and concepts. Now I am almost going like reading. Free of desire, devoid of any parts. Our body has so many parts, but I have no part at all. The consciousness is partless, serene like the sky, with no tendencies of any kind. I am calm. I am the Supreme Self. For long, I am myself, and I cannot have any change, even if I want. There is no change in me. Chodala then says, let us then go back to the kingdom for some time. Let us go back to the kingdom. See, with what resolution, what perception, what evaluation Sikhidhwaja left the palace, leaving his wife. Then also he trusted his wife. In his absence, Chodala will be ruling the kingdom. That faith and understanding he had. There he was right. In all other matters he was wrong. She succeeded in her mission. They got married in between and tested him also. Finally now she, along with him, goes back. Rajyena sampradenemam kalam nitva kramena vai videhatam prasyamaha prabho kalena kenachid. Everybody's body will fall in this world. We shall all die. It's not something new. It's a question of now or later. If people die when they become aged, nobody will have any complaint at all. We call it, he has attained liberation. We don't say he died. He has left his body and he has attained liberation. Some people will say they have attained the feet of Lord Vishnu. He has gone to Kailasa. This is the way we describe. Let us spend some time with the kingdom and gradually we shall attain disembodiment. Now we are embodied and we will become disembodied. Next morning, Chodala anoints him as the king because he has abandoned the kingdom. 18 years have passed. The people know nothing. If anybody goes away for more than 12 years, he is considered to have been gone, to have died. See, our Shastras say, if a husband leaves the wife and he does not return, leaves no address for 12 years, the woman is entitled and should get married to another man. So 18 years have passed, so he is no more the king of Malava. So Chodala, still the queen, actual queen of the palace, she anoints him as the king before taking him to Malava. Are you following me? What more do you want? To prove the intelligence, the insight, the forethought, the concern, meticulous detail that these people are able to think of. So Chodala anoints him as the king. Adotthayatra Choodala Ratnakumbham Purasthidam Kanta Sankalpayamasa Purnam Saptabdhi Varibhi. How did she anoint? The anointment must have something even greater than what in a palace it will be. So she already had a Ratnakumbha there. And that Ratnakumbha she willed that Sankalpayamasa Purnam Saptabdhi Varibhi. The source of water is not the lake, is not the well, is not the river. The source of all water upon the earth is the sea. And we have got 7 seas surrounding the earth. She wished that Tirtha from all the 7 seas should come and fill the pitcher. Tena Mangalakumbhena Tam Purvabhimukham Sthidam Bharya Bhartaramekante Swarajye Abhishishecha Sa. Have you ever heard this kind of a story anywhere? Whom shall I ascribe it to? To Sage Vasishtha, Sage Valmiki, or the great tradition, immemorial tradition that we had right from the beginning? So in that ekantata, in that solitude, with nobody by the side, Choodala confidently anoints her husband with the Abhisheka that you are again the king of Malava before going there. Sikhidhwaja having become the king of Malava, he anoints Choodala as the queen. That also was done. Atha pratihārapade tishtandim ahamananim Adya Devi Paderajim Tvam Karomya Abhisheginim. I shall anoint you in the abode of Devi. You are the queen of the Malava kingdom. Then she mustered an army by her yogic powers and in full regal glory. They decided to go back to the capital where the citizens welcomed them heartily and festively. He ruled for a long time and then passed away. Why the whole story is narrated? Likewise, my dear Rama, you too rule. You too rule. I have narrated the whole story for you. You are only 16 years old. You are only a prince. You have not become Yuvaraja even. Not that you are an adult. But I am preparing you. You have a long life. Long life of power, glory, authority, fulfillment. You also will have occasions to make ample sacrifices. Sacrifice everything that you have. Your dear wife you have to sacrifice. The kingdom you have to sacrifice. Ultimately your dear Lakshmana also you have to sacrifice. Finally you will abandon your body also. To have as well as to dispossess. For both I am equipping you, enriching you, empowering you, enlightening you. This enlightenment is going to shine in you at every point of time. By no external development will you be the least affected, eclipsed, scarred or dented. You are impenetrable like the space. You are the sentient space. Space. Nothing can act upon it. You don't need a glory from outside, greatness from outside. You don't have to have any possessions at all. You already possess everything in full. Abundance is overflowing in your heart. This is what I have done. So, absorbing the moral of this story, what you have to do? Be like that. So, Sikhidhwaja ruled the kingdom for long. Dehamusrijya nirvanam asneha ivadipakaha Abunarjanmane Apunarjanmane Rama Jagama iti Mahamadihi Jagameti Mahamadihi Dehamusrijya Nirvanam. After ruling the kingdom for a long time, he left the body. Mahamadihi, as the most magnificently wise person. You also do exactly in the same manner. So the last verse of the chapter I thought I would recite for you. Bhuktva bhogan anegan bhuvi sakalamahi palachudamanitve sthitva vai dirghakalam param amritapadam praptavan satvasheshaha evam ramagatam tvam prakritam anusaran karya jadam vishokaha tishtottishta swayam va prasabham anubhavan bhoga mokshadi lakshmi bhoga mokshadi lakshmi. You experience, enjoy prosperity on the one hand and liberation on the other. The glory of prosperity as well as liberation. Sagala mahipala chudamanitve. You are going to be the king, though of Ayodhya. The entire kings of Bharat, this subcontinent, will consider you to be the Maharaja. That will be your characteral, behavioral and interactional elegance, excellence, majesty and magnificence. Rama, living as a pure one, having attained the supreme spiritual abode, fulfilling all the activities that come naturally to you. You don't have to seek or quote anything. If it is the coronation, Kaigeyi will interfere and ask you to go. Just go. Just go. Bharata will come and invite you. Stand by your stand. Another time it is a question of somebody saying and doubting about Sita. Abandon her if you want. Finally abandon Lakshmana also. It matters nothing to you. We have all been born in this world, finally to shed the body. Like a boat gliding through the wavy sea, let us glide through our fortunes and misfortunes, ebbs and tides, ups and downs. Nothing is going to eat us up, swallow us up, affect us, overpower us. Our inner majesty, abundance and fullness will overwhelm every impact of this world and creation. Brahma can do nothing to us. Shiva can do nothing to us. Mahavishnu also cannot do anything. We are full. We are abundant. We need nothing. We have nothing and we don't want anything because we are innately full with everything. By virtue of your royal birth and growth, remain free of all affliction. Sit on the throne, experiencing prosperity on the one hand, as well as spiritual beatitude and redemption on the other. Get up with this resolution, Rama, get up. What do you say? I am reminded from Srimad Bhagavata of a parallel, something that I like very much. I also talk on devotion and Srimad Bhagavatam. There also I am equally eloquent. I am equally enlightening. I am equally ecstatic, exuberant. No difference at all. With God, I can speak. Without God also, I reveal the same truth. Same truth. No difference. Imagine that little son Prahlada, born of a cruel father. Everybody is looked after by the father. Father is the guardian, mother is the guardian. But Prahlada was repeatedly tortured by the father. Initially it was mental torture and physical torture in the hands of his teachers. Change his point of view. He should stop saying Hari, Hari, Hari. He should start honoring his father. There is no Hari. It's all me, myself, Hiranyakashipu. Change his outlook. They tried their level best, but the boy did not change. Finally, there was a confrontation. Before that, the father decided to kill him by some means or the other. He arranged various means. He was made to sit on a sofa. This side and that side, the friends were there with daggers. They were supposed to thrust it into his abdomen. Everybody tried. He was dropped from a huge height into fire, into water, the sea. Poisonous cobras were brought and made to bite him, inject the poison. All the things the father tried, but nothing affected him. Govinda parirambhidaha. He was embraced by Govinda. Lord Mukunda was embracing him in his heart. So nothing could be effective on him. Finally, when everything failed, the father started feeling, I have attempted to kill my son, forgetting about the duty of blood relationship. He will not excuse me now. I have no salvation at all. Called him and said, where from do you get the power and strength to deride me and scorn me like this? My dear father, there is only one source of strength, not only for me, for the Dikpalas, for Indra, Chandra, and also for you. There is only one source, that is Lord Hari. Where is your Lord Hari? The 7-year-old boy said, my Hari, everywhere he is, everywhere he is. Is he in the pillar? Yes, he is. He is. What can the father do? He himself has led himself to a situation from which he cannot escape. He wanted to challenge the Hari. The son says he is in the pillar, which the father pointed to. So with raised arms, with the sword, he was about to cut off the head of Prahlada. But his direction had to change. See how the Lord interferes and saves. So instead of proceeding towards the son, he proceeded towards the pillar and then hit it. Then came Adrishyata Atyadbhuta Rupamudvahan Stambhe Sabhayam Na Mrigam Na Manusham. Because he had sought a number of boons from Brahma, as a result of which neither a human, nor a demon, nor an angel, none should kill him. So there appeared a form which is neither a man, neither a human, nor an animal. There was a huge fight between them. Hiranyakashipu had spear, bow, arrow, dagger, so many things he tried everything. But the animal had only claws, nothing else. Finally he was dropped. The stomach was, and the whole intestines were pulled. They were pulled. Narasimha wore it as a garland with blood dropping, and he started heaving. Have you a thought for the little boy? It is his father. Imagine, can a son tolerate it? But he was keeping quiet, because it was his Lord Hari. And he invited it, he warranted it, his father. Lord Hari gave him all the joy of an encounter, then only subdued him. Nobody could make Lord Narahari calm. Brahma called Mahalakshmi. Mahalakshmi said, I cannot go. In sound moments I can approach him. This is a fierce form. I have never seen it. So Brahma was disappointed. So he said, for whose sake this form appeared, this little boy, I will ask him to go. He wavingly went and first of all prostrated before the Lord, touching his feet. The touch of the little Prahlada, whose father had to be killed in the presence of the sun itself for the sake of the sun. Imagine that anger. Suddenly the Lord became cool. And Prahlada praised him. Very beautiful praise. All of you should read it from Srimad Bhagavatam. More than 50 verses. Ultimately, everything was over. Your father will be saved, 21 generations will be saved, everything is okay. You rule the kingdom now. Prahlada, no, I don't like to. Finally he says, I think this represents the essence of all spiritual prosperity. What did I say? This explains the essence and the law of all spiritual prosperity. Bhogena punyam kushalena papam kalevaram kalajavena hitva kirtim vishuddham suraloka geetam vidaya mameshyasi muktabandha. I used to recite this verse to Mataji Sulabhadevi. She often used to tell me, Father, I have lived enough, allow me to go. And she used to close her eyes and remain absorbed. So I used to recite this verse. She was a Bhagavati. Bhogena punyam kushalena papam. Bhogena punyam. Human birth takes place when there is an equal measure of punya and papa. Everybody is born with a stock of virtue and vice. When they become equal, we have the human birth. When the vice is more, you are born as an animal. When the virtue is more, you are born as an angel. So in the human, there is an equal measure of pairs of opposites. So you enjoy and exhaust bhogena punyam. That punya phala by enjoying sitting on the throne. The throne is the maximum that you can think of. The power, the abode of power. And he has everything in the way of prosperity. Bhogena punyam, kushalena papam. I don't know whether you follow me when I say this. The throne is not an abode of leisure. It is a seed of immense burden. So day in and day out you have to be awake to look after the welfare of your subjects. The king can sleep only for 3 or 4 hours a day. His day is fully occupied. So, kushalena papam. By bearing the burden of ensuring the welfare of your subjects, you exhaust, wear off what? Papa. By prosperity, enjoying it, exhaust the punya. Kalevaram kalajavena hitva. And this body you have to throw by what? Kalajavena. By the passage of time. It is passage of time that brought the body. Passage of time is on. It will also take away the body. Meanwhile, kirtim vishuddham suraloka geetam. You will be such a noble and great soul that your glory and greatness will be sung even in the world of gods. Vidaya mameshyasi muktabandha. Exhaust your papa, exhaust your punya by enjoying prosperity, exhaust your papa by undertaking the burden of ensuring the welfare of the people day in and day out, and let the glory be spread in the whole celestial regions even. And free of all bondage, come to me, I will embrace you, put you on my lap. Can you imagine this wonderful oriental concept? I wish my viewers have got sound sense to appreciate this. If you come to the ashram, we are conducting an online program. I am looking at the camera and talking to all of you. Looking at the camera. Nobody is in my front. But hundreds and thousands of people are hearing me. Not all today, but the other days also. This requires a lot of expenditure. I am sitting in our Vijnana Bhavan. We have got thousands and thousands, 10,000s of square feet area of building here. We have now about 10 acres of land also. It has become excess, we have to get special permission. If you come to the ashram, you will not find a leafy cottage like that of Sikhidhwaja. We have running water tap, 24-hour supply of electricity. We have a generator that showed some little failure. So we have hired another generator to be a standby so that this online program will not be interfered with. My dear souls, all this mean prosperity. So you will find a Swami not in a cottage. I am wearing a garland which Meenakshi Ammal wanted me to wear. And it is strung in a gold chain. What do you think of this Swamiji? You will call him a prosperous man, but I am not. I am not. Poverty is my strength. Poverty is my nature. I own nothing. I have nothing and I want nothing. If God asks me, my dear Swami, what do you want? Either you know best or don't ask me, I don't want anything. I have nothing. I cannot possess anything. What can I possess? Can air possess? Can water possess? Can the sky possess? Then can the soul possess anything at all? What is there for it to possess? How will it possess? So I am a non-possessor, a nishkinchana. Bhogena punyam kushalena papam kalevaram kalajavena hitva kirtim vishuddham suraloka gidam vidaya mameshyasi muktabandha. In the language of devotion, Srimad Bhagavata puts the same thought across in a different manner, relating it to Papa and Punya. The same message is delivered by Vasishtha to the young Sri Rama, but in the language of spiritual wisdom and enlightenment. All have a life of their own and role for the world. It is very unique. Rama had his with Lakshmana and Bharata. Everybody has a line, a way of life. Narrating the whole story, Vasishtha is telling him, so also, my dear Rama, you rule. In Bhagavad Gita, the message was, it is a karma shastra. Therefore, Arjuna, act. Therefore, Arjuna, act. And by being active, I will ensure that you get the same liberation which one pursues in seclusion and by austere means. No difference. The karmic liberation means liberation attained through the pursuit of activity, and the liberation attained through the pursuit of contemplation and absorption are the same. There is no difference at all. What is the message? What is the message of Yogavasishtha Ramayana? I always told you that it is a mento-intellectual pursuit. In this pursuit, mind and intelligence are the only factors which are constantly employed. By employing the mind and intelligence, the seeker seeks to purify the mind and intelligence themselves. He will think, he will introspect in such a manner that the effect of the introspection of thought will be every time making the mind more pure, purer, purer, intelligent, sharper, sharper, more perceptive and more insightful. Not by keeping quiet. Until at last, the intelligence will start revealing. As the eyes are revealing forms, the intelligence will reveal the inmost splendor, the inmost effulgence. Intelligence will reveal it. So he says, Yayeva yatna kartavya kriyade, Yayeva yatna kriyade, Bhahyarthoparjane janaihi, Sayeva yatna kartavya, Purvam prajna vivardhane. What effort you generally do in order to acquire external objects? Primarily, initially, at first, the same effort should be made to enhance your discrimination, your prajna. The first part of education is to enhance your intelligence, enhance your interaction, enhance your discrimination. Na daivam, na cha karmani, na dhanani, na bandhavaha, sharanam bhavabhidanam, swaprayatnadrute nranam. My dear Rama, except self-effort, one's own effort, neither God, nor purva karma, nor riches, nor relations, nothing will be of refuge for you except your own effort. In the matter of making effort, what are the factors which will help you? Sundariya nijaya buddhya prajnayaiva vayasyaya padam asadyate rama na nama kriyaya anyaya. You must have a beautiful and a dazzling intelligence and a sharp and a powerful discrimination also. That is your friend. With the intelligence and the additional friend of discrimination, padam asadyate rama, the supreme abode is attained. Na nama kriyaya anyaya, not by chanting the names or by performing noble and acclaimed rituals. Yavat sarvam na sandyaktam tavada atma na lebhyate sarvavastu parityage shesha atmedi kathyate. Until everything is left, as it happened with Sikhidhwaja at the end, you will not be able to get hold of the Atma. When everything is left, what remains is the self. When everything is left, you don't have to search for the self. The remainder is already the self. My dear Rama, listen to me, my dear son. Vishwaprapanjarachaneyama satyarupa nasatyarupa manudhavati ramatajnaha tajnosi shantakalanosi niramayosi nityoditosi bhavasundara shantashokaha. I think you should cradle your children with this song. Let them hear something good and great. Whatever money you give, they cannot keep. It has to be in a bureau or the bank. What can you keep in your heart, in your mind, in your inner personality? Only qualities, virtues and inner excellences. Vishwaprapanjarajaneyam asatyarupa. The whole phenomenal display called the world has no substance, it has got no reality. It is only appearance value, not a substantiveness it has. Na satyarupa manudhavati ramatajnaha. A knower of truth never runs after this phenomenal display which is meaningless, absurd and unreal. Tajnosi, you know the supreme truth. Shantakalanosi, in you all the imaginations are restful. Niramayosi, you are free from discomfort and disease. Nityoditosi, every time fresh things are arising in you in the form of good thoughts. Bhavasundara shantashokaha. Remain free of all grief, torment, affliction and discomfort. My dear, beautiful Rama, make your mind also beautiful. Ekadapatramavanav gurunopadishtam samyak supalayajiram samayeha drishtya rajyam samasta gunaranjita rajalokastyago nayukta iha karmasu nabiragaha. My dear souls, I would like one day at least a few of you come to the ashram. In the Vijnana Bhavan we shall go on circling and dancing, singing all these things. This is the secret of life and spiritual attainment. Ekadapatramavanav gurunopadishtam. You were born in the palace. You happen to be a prince. You have not earned this. You have never wished for it. You never knew that you were even born. When you open your eyes, you are a prince. And you are a prince of Ayodhya. It is very prosperous, a noble kingdom. It has got a great heredity, the like of which the world has not seen. You happen to be like that. Samyak supalaya chiram samayeha drishtya. You don't sit on the throne yourself. When you are asked to sit and you are seated, when the abhisheka is done by your father, then only you become the king. It is something that comes to you naturally. Rajyam samasta gunaranjita rajalokastyago. What comes naturally, like the Chintamani that came, never abandon it. Then you will get a glass piece later. So whatever has come, just accept it. Never abandon it. At the same time, you have no right to become desireful at any time. I want you to be free of desires. Niragayeva niruparjanayeva chasmityeta vadaiva galita tavachitta satta nirdukhamuttama padam paramam gadosi tishtopashanta paramaishanayeva mantaha. When two notions vacate the mind, you are without the mind. Niragayeva, niruparjana. I have no desire to possess, and I have nothing in my possession. The desire to possess, as well as the sense of possessiveness, when both are left by illumination, enlightenment, you attain liberation and you reach a state of nirdukkata, grieflessness. Purne manasi sampurnam jagat sarvam sudhadravai. Rama, my dear son, Purne manasi sampurnam jagat sarvam. Make the mind full and complete. The entire world is full and complete then, not otherwise. The process is not external, it is internal. The key is held by the mind. Let the mind by noble thoughts, great thoughts, infinite thoughts, full thoughts, comprehensive thoughts, thought of fullness itself will make the mind full. Then you will find the entire world is laden with nectar. It is just like wearing a pair of leather chappals, so that wherever you go, the earth will be covered by leather. You don't have to spread leather all over the world. Wear 2 slippers. Make your mind full. In the language of devotion, can we have this kind of a state and parallel state? My dear souls, there is no difference at all. It is a psycho-intellectual excellence and fruition and fulfillment. Whether you treat it with a devotional thought and God, or you treat it with the thought of Paramatma and Parabrahman, it makes no difference. Krishna tells to his dearest chosen devotee Uddhava, Nishkinjana mayi anurakta chetasaha shanta mahamdo akhila jiva vatsalaha kamaihi analabdhadhiyo jushanti yad tannairapeksham na vidussukham mama. My dear Uddhava, listen to the whole secret of fullness and fulfillment. Nishkinchana, those people who have no sense of possession of anything, non-possessors. Mai anurakta chetasaha, extremely loving me. Their mind is anurakta, is involved through love in me alone. Shantaha, therefore no other desire lurks in the mind. Mahantaha, their aim is very great and magnificent. Akhila jiva vatsalaha, they have overflowing affection for all the creatures, in all of whom I dwell. The Supreme Lord is dwelling. Kamaihi analabdhadhiyaha, their intelligence is not enveloped by any kind of a desire or possessiveness. Such people, jushanti yad, they enjoy, they exult in a kind of a comfort and happiness. What is that happiness? Nairapeksham navidus sukham mama. It is a happiness arising out of non-expectation. Non-expectation gives rise to a comfort and a delight. How can the other people know about it? Akinjanasya damtasya shantasya samachetasaha maya santushtamanasaha sarva sukhamaya dishaha. The devotional, spiritual and the Brahmajnana Sukha, is it something lurking in the heart within? Certainly not. It is overflowing, overflowing. Just like the sea, can you imagine? Akinjanasya damtasya, a person who has become an akinchana, not possessing anything, with no sensory turbulence, shantasya, no desire at all, samachetasaha, seeing the same Lord and the same presence everywhere, maya santushtamanasaha, thinking about me, their mind is so contented that there is no place for seeking or yearning for anything at all, even a mustard. Such people, sarva sukhamaya disha, for them all places are equally overflowing with happiness, comfort and delight. The maximum of devotion is mentioned in the next verse, and I will stop. Nirapeksham munim shantam nirvairam samadarshanam anuvrajamyaham nityam puyeyetyanghrirenubihi. We generally say, we follow God. Here Krishna says, I follow my devotee. I follow my devotee. Which devotee? Nirapeksham, the non-expectant person. Munim shantam, given to silence. Shantam, desire-free. Nirvairam, no dislike or hatred towards anybody. Samadarshanam, who has equal vision, seeing God everywhere equally. Such a devotee, very rare. Whenever I come to know of it, I rush and I start following him. Anuvrajamyaham nityam. Not one day or one day in a month or a year, no. Nityam, incessantly. Puyeyetyanghrirenubihi. Why? So that the dust of his feet will fall on my body, surround my body, and I will be purified. My dear souls, have you heard me? Have you heard me? In a rare moment, when everything is favorable, I say, I am not following God, but I will make that God follows me. I will become so dear to Him. I will become so beloved to Him. I will conform to what all He wants, what all He expects, and what all He prescribes. What is He prescribing? Be a non-possessor. It suits me the most. It suits me the most. We are 3 sannyasins here, some brahmacharis also. We have nothing in this world, not even a paisa with us, and we have not an inch of land in our hold. We have nothing. The whole ashram belongs to others. Ultimately, it will belong to the government. My dear souls, it is possible. It is possible. Never tell me any other story. Edavaneva lokesmin pumsaswartha parasmritaha ekanda bhaktir govinde yat sarvatra tadikshanam. Little Prahlada tells his friends, asura friends, not even human friends. This is the supreme objective of the human life. Edavaneva, this much alone. Pumsaswartha parasmritaha ekanda bhaktir govinde. Unflinching devotion to the Lord Govinda. What is that unflinching devotion? Yat sarvatra tadikshanam. seeing Him everywhere. My dear souls, can you not do this? See God in the fickle matter, in camphor, in sandalwood, on earth, in the sky, in the sea, in fire, in your body, others' body, in the nail, in the hair. See God everywhere. Instead of doing a half an hour puja, see God everywhere. Before sleeping, see God in your cot, see God in your body. Tell God, I am lying on you, and then lie. This is the secret of devotion and fulfillment. Etavaneva lokesmin pumsasvartha parasmritaha ekanta bhaktir govinde yat sarvatra tadikshanam yat sarvatra tadikshanam. Yes, we have concluded. Remember the title under which I was speaking, The Secret of Choodala's Beauty. This is actually the title which Nutun Swamiji suggested, so I accepted it. I told him that to take the whole subject, it will need a lot of looking into. So somehow Pranati helped me. I also worked a little, quite some time, and we were able to do it. May not be to the full desired level. In any way, the session has come to an end. I was very particular that the retreat session should be held, Gurupoornima also as usual. Somehow it has been done. It is easy to say, but it requires hard effort, participation of some additional people also. Maybe I will speak to you a little more later. Let me conclude the session as usual with recitation of the concluding verse and the chorus recitation of Omkara once. I am very happy to have been interacting with you, including today for 8 days, on Gurupoornima day additionally. We wanted to hold this last session on Sunday so that it will be a holiday and all of you will be able to watch it with a more leisurely note. I mentally embrace all of you, bless you. I would like good children and grandchildren to be born in your families. Every one of them should love the family. Equally so, he or she should also love the society around. It is necessary that everyone has unshakable faith in God. The children should learn well, grow well. They must take to normally a life of a career life, career oriented, and they must contribute substantially to the productivity of the nation and the globe. When all these are done, I think our country and the world will be very safe. Let us always have such children and such growth. If education has got any meaning and purpose, and it has to be full scoped, then spirituality should necessarily become a foundation of education. So thoughts about the soul, ideas about the soul, more than ideas about God, which are likely to be shaken and overthrown by people. This cannot be overthrown. This is also a part of our education. See how Rama was instructed at the age of 16, mind you. According to the present standards, he has not completed his academic education also. At that time this text came up. So that is very important. Let it be. I am reciting the concluding verse, then go to the Omkara. Samvedya varjitamanottamameghamadyam സംവിത്പദം വികലനം കലയൻ മഹാത്മൻ ഹൃദ്യേവ തിഷ്ഠ കലനാരഹിതഃ ക്രിയാം തു കുർവൻ അകർത്തൃപദമേത്യ ശമോദിതശ്രീ കുർവൻ അകർത്തൃപദമേത്യ ശമോദിതശ്രീ. ഹരി 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 ഓം തത്സ്. Now the conclusional Omkara recitation. Take your mudra for a pose. Hari Om Tas. Jai Guru, Jai Guru, Jai Guru.